Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are making my December journal. I have everything printed and cut already. It was a lot of printing. I printed everything out on cardstock. It is an Etsy kit. Listen, you guys, you know, this is October. You know I film ahead. If you're interested in this Etsy kit, comment down below if I did not put it in the description box. If I remember to put it in the description box, that's where it'll be. But like I said, by the time I edit and upload this video, it's going to be a while. So if you're interested in this kit, once you see it and it's not in the description box, comment down below and I'll put the link in the description box. Okay? Because, I mean, honestly, as long as there's no mistakes in my videos, like me flubbing my words, I don't actually edit my videos. It also came with a bunch of pockets and tags. I am not fussy cutting these today. I printed out the ones that I wanted to add to the journal. There's pockets, tags, and then there's also envelopes. So I printed out which ones I wanted, but I'm not fussy cutting and worrying about them right now. I will most likely, if I need them, they'll be here. If I don't, I'll put them somewhere until I need them eventually. I also printed out just on regular paper because I forgot. My printer jammed the cardstock. It was like it had enough of cardstock, so I just printed it out on regular paper and I wrote down what size it is so I can cut out of chipboard because we are making a ring journal, I believe, today. You guys know I was gonna make a sewn journal, but I don't want a sewn journal. They're my least favorite journal. I know there's people who absolutely love them. They're not my favorite. So I'm cutting this chipboard to 8 1/4. They're not my favorite. And if I do a ring or a binder, I can add pages when I miscount because we all know I miscount. Okay. So now we need, what was it? 5 3/8. So that's 5 1/4, 5 1/8, 5 1/4, 5 3/8 is right there. I also think I'm going to have naked chipboard for the back because I did not print anything for the back. So it's just going to be a time today, you guys. It's just going to be a time. I've been down here for what feels like forever printing and making things, and yeah. So we're just going to, oh, I need to trim this a little bit. Don't tell me I cut this the wrong size. I don't care if things come over. You know how I feel about that. I don't care if things go over the edge this way. But this, I'm just going to glue it on and then I'm going to trim it off once it's glued on. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan to me. The boyfriend had off yesterday and the day before. He has to work today. But I didn't get to craft. That's not true. I lie. I made him a shirt yesterday. His new job, he's working a lot more with the public, and the guy who owns it's like, the only suggestion I have is not to wear any sports team stuff because people will just talk to you forever about sports if you wear any sports team stuff. And he's like, Amy, that's all I have. He's like, that's all I have. So I usually make him his shirts. I use my Cricut and print out vinyl because he really likes and I'm the same way, the obscure shirts you're not going to find in store. That's what I like too. So I made him a shirt yesterday and I said, I can't wait to see if anybody gets the reference. I hope he wears it today because I can't wait to see if anyone gets the reference. And just so you know, it was a Kingpin shirt from the movie Kingpin, obviously. So I'm curious to see if anybody gets the reference. And I was going to make him another one, an Amityville Island shirt. Did you get that reference? Let me know down below if you know what that's from. However, for the guy whose favorite color is orange, I literally don't have any orange HTV left. I don't know what happened, and I know I've used it because he's got a bunch of shirts with orange HTV on it because his favorite teams are the Mets and the Florida Gators, and both of their colors are orange. So I know he has them. I guess I should really cover the rest. I did have, yep, right here, a piece of pink that I should at least put on the back, right? So let's measure this again. Make sure I actually cut it correctly. Yep, 5 3/8 by 8 1/4. So I have to buy orange HTV before I can make him his next shirt because he wanted one that was very much like 70s colors is the SVG I bought. What did I say, 8 1/4? So I need to get orange vinyl. I have orange regular vinyl. I have a ton of orange regular vinyl, you guys. A ton. And I don't know why I keep buying it when I have so much of it already. I have 2 rolls that I haven't even opened. Okay. Yep, and this was cut really badly, but it's my journal, so I don't care. That's the good thing about making your own journal. If you don't care, you don't care. I don't care. It's my journal. Doesn't bother me. I just need a journal. And I still have to come up with what I'm doing for my December daily. Now, by the time you see this, I'll have already figured it out because you know my journals are always at the last video day of the month. And my December daily, I have plans for the middle of the month. But as of today, I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. So here are back cover, front cover. Look how pretty that is. Like, these are such pretty papers. Let's go through them here so you can look at how pretty they are. Look at those. And they're single-sided, so I can write on the back. Look how they're so pretty. So these originally came 8.5 by 11, but I put 2 on an 8.5 by 11 and printed them out that way. So they would be smaller. I don't need an 8.5 by 11 journal, but there are those. Now we got to figure out where we are. Oh, is that a problem? How did that happen? Look at that. That is super crooked. Let me fix that. Okay, all I did was put it back in my guillotine and trim it. It was really bad. All right, so now I'm going to do 3. I always do 3 rings. So how I do it, I need, like, I lost my pencil. I don't know where my pencil. It was here. Now it's gone. So I'm going to, it's at 4 1/8 on each side with the centering ruler. Okay. And I'm going to mark in the 0, which I always do. And then I'm going to do 2 inches up, which is usually what I do if I can, and 2 inches down from the 0. And that's where we will punch our holes. And hopefully I have rings, but I do have to go to the Dollar Tree today. So if I don't have rings, I'll just grab them there if they have them. My Dollar Tree is newer and they don't always have everything. Now I'm going to find a spot and punch the hole where I think I need it, where I think it should go, I guess. I don't know. And there we go. And now all I'm going to do is take this, and I already put that away and I don't know why. I'm going to pull out a pen and come in and draw the circles. You know, I always say use your original punched as your template, okay? Don't go being crazy and using different pages. You want to use the one that you originally punched as your template. That way you will not go off kilter and have your holes all in weird spots. So now all I'm going to do is take these. Some of them I did wrong. You can see it was, I don't know what was going on. So all I'm going to do is take these and put them down as best as I can. Oh, that's too many. Let's take some out. That's too many. And all I'm going to do is put the original hole. Actually, that's not going to work. It's too thick. I'm going to do a circle on this. And I'm going to get them in order and push them in and punch my holes. Okay. All right, and same here. There we go. So now I have these, and then I'm going to take this, and I have plain paper over here also that matches the colors, because I know I'm 99.9% sure I did not have enough of this paper to make a full journal for the month. So I'm going to do the same thing using my top. Like, my freaking camera keeps getting moved and I don't know what's going on. Hold on, guys. Be patient. I need to have it going. I think I keep hitting it and I don't know how. So sorry about that. So all I'm doing is lining them up. You might have been off camera for that one. Oy, oy. And then, because eventually what happens is I know exactly where I can be for the most part on camera in this view. So if I move, the camera gets moved, I don't pay much attention because I know I can be right here, but the camera was moved, so it was cut off. It's so annoying. All right. I'm just going to pop my circles out of there. All right. And punch my holes. Oh, that was thick. You guys, that was thick. I might have shouldn't have done so many pages at one time. That was thick. But you know what? I'm doing it again anyway. Oh, that's a lot of cardstock to punch through. Giving my muscles a workout. I also just don't feel like taking some out and drawing circles again, so. All right. And pull it apart. Let's put that away. Clean up all my little circles. I need to empty my garbage badly. It's overflowing. And now let's see if we do have any rings that I can use. Well, what's going to happen is I'm going to grow out of these rings. And my boyfriend's going to make a comment about how, for now, I'm going to use those because that's the only size I really have. My boyfriend's going to make a comment about how, you should know better. You should know that your books are always too big. He's very mean to me that way. Very mean to me. He always is like you didn't know your journal would be that chunky. No. Boys, I tell you. And guess what? I like a chunky journal, but I'm definitely going to need bigger rings than this, and I just don't have any. So hopefully I can find some at the Dollar Tree. If not, then, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to put these in, and I'm going to grab these plain colored so I can grab from the plain and just put these in as best as I can. Just gonna, to me, it doesn't matter what order they're in. I'm just trying to put them in. I'm just trying to put them in, you guys. Honestly, I don't have many. I think I have 3 videos yet to film for November. I'm just trying to get them done. So, and my journal is just my journal. You know what I mean, guys? I'm not making this for anybody but me. So it doesn't matter to me. It's going to get filled with writing. It's going to get filled with photos. It's going to get filled with tags. I mean, product packaging. So to me, it doesn't really matter. And that is it. Hopefully I cut enough pages. What's the likelihood I did? Right now in the comments down below, tell me the likelihood of me cutting enough pages. So the rest of them, I'm just going to put in, because that was all the plain. And I also reserve the right. I will end up throughout the month moving them around. I usually do. That's another reason I like doing ring journals or binder journals. But there we go. December journal, all done. I just need to get, and I do have these handy dandy numbers that I cut out not too long ago. I want to put 2025 on here. I know it's December. Do have pink. I don't know if I'll have enough pink. We'll see. I have you. And I need 2s. 2, 2, 2. We're going to use 2 different 2s because I don't feel like finding. Come on. Oh boy. I think I'm going to switch out that 5 for the other 5. Or let's see. I do have, there's some orange in here. Very light orange. And then I will do, where is it? The orange 5. Here it is. On the bottom here. Come on. I don't even care where they are. That's good enough. I don't care where they are. So I'm just going to put, or should I do it up here? Where it's not. Ow, I think I'll do it up here. Okay. Good enough. Then just open it up and all our pages are in there. Sounds great. I really like this Etsy kit though. It's really nice. And there we go. There is my December journal. Quick and easy. I mean, not really quick. It took me a really long time to print everything out and cut everything out, but for you guys, it was quick and easy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.